And we're live. Once again. A fine Saturday evening to go live, I say. Gonna do another 250 resets. Is the music loud enough? Yeah. I think so. Okay. Another 250 resets. So this time, no push-ups. Sorry. But what we do have is we have I was thinking it would be fun to do like a choose your own adventure book, but I don't have those and I can't stream them. So it's not. I think it's technically not allowed to stream reading from a book if it's not in the public domain. Like if I showed a book on screen, it was like the whole book. Because, hey, Fanta guy, we're doing Choose Your Own Adventure plus Cookie Clicker, which I'll just have kind of going in the background. Plus, obviously, ostensibly the whole point of the stream, the actual shiny hunt. Tower of Riddles this is. I figured if I had a choose your own adventure that was kind of like I could think about what I want to do next, and this one's called Tower of Riddles on chooseyourstory.com. We'll see. We'll see if it takes up too much brain power. Peanut butter milkshakes with Reese's. Oh, I want a milkshake now. That sounds delicious. Perhaps tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a milkshake day. That sounds truly delicious. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, so what is this story all about? Dungeon. You awaken on the cold stone floor with a shiver running through your body and a pounding earache from sleeping on the side of your head. You do not know how much longer you can survive in this place. No one has brought you any food or water for days. Either you've been abandoned to die or something's happened to the guards to keep them from feeding you. Either way, you are well and truly buggered. With what little strength you have, you pick yourself up and look around your cell. There seems to be no way of escape. The window is barred. And even if it wasn't, your cell is at the very top of a huge medieval tower. So we're setting the stage here. I did preview this one to get a sense of what I can buy another bank for Cookie Clicker. Gonna do that. Now we're up to 19,000 cookies per second. So anyway, this one's apparently like riddles, which may or may not, it may embarrass me by how bad I am at riddles. We'll see. With what little strength you have, you pick yourself up and look around your cell. There seems to be no way of escape. The window is barred. And even if it wasn't, your cell is at the very top of a huge medieval tower, so climbing out would be suicide. The door is far too heavy to break down, and you don't have anything you could use to pick the lock. There's nothing in the room save for yourself, a dirty pile of straw in the corner, and a bucket for, well, let's not discuss the bucket. Haha. Suddenly, though, as your eyes scan the dungeon, you notice something you never saw before. One of the stones on the wall of your cell seems to have something etched into it. As you lean closer, you can just about make out two words. Press me. Seems the obvious thing to do is press the stone. That's what I would do. That's what I'm gonna do. Ah! A scary ghost. You press the engraved stone, and a secret door in the stone wall gradually slides to one side and reveals a hidden passageway. Congratulations, you escaped your cell. That wasn't too difficult, was it? No, I would say that's a very easy puzzle. If the puzzles are all this easy, I'm in good shape. As you follow the empty passageway, you seem to be circling the dungeon and walking deeper and deeper into pitch darkness. Eventually, you see a light at the end of the passage and find yourself in a room dimly lit by torches. The room is small, spinning wheel, old rocking chair, cobwebs. Nowhere else to go. You head towards the door. You hear the creaking of the rocking chair. You hold your breath to try and reassure yourself it's just the breeze. Well, it's no breeze. You see the ghostly figure of an old woman sitting in the chair. Before you can run or scream, she speaks up with a gentle yet eerie voice. No need to be afraid of me, child. I should do voices. I don't know. They're frying out that many characters. Nothing to fear from poor old Nana. I'm just here pondering the old riddle to myself, as ghost grandmas do. Are you good at riddles, child? I do hope so. You're the only way to get out of this tower, you see. So we gotta solve riddles to get out of the towers. That's why it's Tower of Riddles. I see. Ever since the old master went mad and cursed the place, I'm supposed to ask you the riddle. Okay, great. What is it? Here it is. Here's the riddle. What does man love more than life, fear more than death and mortal strife? What the poor have and rich require, what contented men desire, what the miser spends and spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves. Here are my options. Love, gold, time, God, nothing, peace, scream at the scary ghost, or I need a hint. I'm screaming at the scary ghost. You scream like a little girl. Ah! Help, a ghost! Ghost does not look impressed. Yes, I am a ghost. Are you quite finished? Okay. So that doesn't get us anywhere. That's what I would do. I would scream at the ghost. What is man? Oh, dude. This may actually take up too much. This may actually take up too much brain power. Let me think. What are the answers? Love, gold, time. The poor have nothing. Right? Rich require nothing. Contented men desire. It's nothing. It's got to be nothing. All men carry. It's nothing. Yes, you're with me on this one. Whoops, I did a reset without actually encountering Guzzlord. Oops. I won't count that as a reset then. See, it's frying my brain. Okay, what does she say? The old woman seems to think about your answer for a moment. Nothing, she says to herself before a ghostly smile twists her lips. That sounds right. Very good, child. Thank you for answering poor old Nana's riddle. Now she can finally rest. That's good. Okay, the door leads to a staircase. As you descend these stairs, you can hear all sorts of strange noises. Scuffing, squeaking, flapping of wings, hooting and howling. You expect to find a collection of animals caged at the bottom of the stairs. Instead, you find a circular room with 10 doors all the way around, each with a picture of a different animal engraved on the door. So we have 10 doors with different animals on them. Noises begin to quiet down, and the ghost of a dark-haired, rather scruffy-looking man appears in the center of the room with a hawk perched on his arm. You may pass Nana. A poor old bat's been trying to solve that riddle for 50 years now. My turn. I'm the games keeper hereabouts. Master told me we had new company, and he sent me down here with a riddle for you. Okay. He has a hawk on his arm, and he said the old bat. Wings as black as moonless night. It's gotta be a bat. It's a bat. Only ventures in the light. Long tail, sharp teeth, legs of 8. Find my name or meet your fate. What? A spider has no wings, so it can't be a spider. Surely not. Only ventures in the light, long tail, sharp teeth. What? Owl, spider, snake, bat, fox, raven, wolf, cat, bear, penguin. Uh, long tail, sharp teeth. Okay, spider has 8 legs. That's the most obvious thing to me. But he doesn't have a long tail. Spider do not have a long tail or sharp teeth. And a spider does not only venture in the light or have black wings. Legs of 8. What could that possibly mean? What else could have 8 legs? Okay, wings though. An owl has wings. A bat has wings. A raven. A raven. A raven doesn't have teeth. He has a hawk. He has a hawk, and he said, poor old bat. Maybe that's a hint. You think owl? What is that square? How could that square? I can ask for a hint. Wings as black as a moonless night. A bat does not have a long tail. Or, well, a bat does have sharp teeth. If it's like a vampire bat. But he does not have 8 legs. Think owl. Let's try owl. I want to figure it out, but I'm really not following the logic of the riddle. This is the second riddle, by the way. If the riddles just get harder and harder, then I may not be in good shape. We may have a problem. I mean, an owl can have black wings. You know, a dark colored owl makes sense. Only ventures in the light, but aren't owls like nocturnal? Would an owl have teeth? This must be speaking metaphorically somehow. It's Guzzlord. See, oh, that's 777 resets. Guzzlord has tiny itty bitty black wings. It's true. Well, you know, he has a very long tail and he has very sharp teeth and he has a bunch of limbs. That's the answer. We'll try owl. I think that wasn't right. You open the door and see nothing but darkness before you, and the sounds of several different creatures fill the air. Once again, they sound louder and angrier. I can't stop them, they're so hungry. A rat has come through the door and bit your toe. Kick it away, but more rats appear, and you stumble backwards trying to keep them away from your feet. An owl flies at you from the darkness. It scratches at your eyes. Arms are covered in tiny black spiders, which you shake off. A bear. Okay, it killed me. Let's try again. We're on riddle 2. Okay, clearly that wasn't right. I'm not sure what how any of these could be it. I need a hint. Might look strange, since different parts of it seem to be describing different animals. Look at the riddle carefully. Look at some other... This is the worst hint of all time. Think about it more. Okay. Back to the riddle. The riddle seems perplexing, but the answer is there. I see. Okay. wings. I mean, a penguin kind of has black wings. Uh, a penguin does not have a long tail or 8 legs. No, don't Google the answer. I mean, I figured my thinking with choosing the riddle one was I can sit here and think about it. We can deliberate on what the answer could be. But I didn't really think too hard about the fact that I may just not be good at riddles, and it just stun locks us for like an hour on riddle number 2. The fun is I can just leave it here. I can go back to Cookie Clicker and buy another bank. Now we're up to over 20,000 cookies per second while we ponder the mysteries of this riddle. It's gotta be one of these. I mean, is there anything he says that would help us? He says poor old bat. That's kind of messing me up. What? That's the hint. If it's penguins, penguins are prey and not predators, while everything else is predator. That's true. I hadn't thought of that. Penguin. Penguin does stand out here. Like the penguin, if the penguin comes out of the door, if I choose it, and it's wrong, and the penguin attacks me, I'm not really like that concerned about it, you know? Like I could probably fight off a penguin. Maybe. I would like to have some sort of inkling as to some sort of reasoning behind what I'm gonna pick next before I pick something. If I can. Penguin. I mean, penguin has black wings. Flipper wings, you know. Adventures in the light. It almost sounds like it's not like describing an animal. Like it'd be describing something else that also has like wings. I don't think it mentioned penguins. No, I don't think it mentioned penguins. Let's try penguin. No, the animals. The ghost of the gameskeeper steps over your body. The penguin door? Why would you choose the penguin door? Okay. We're stuck on riddle number 2. Okay, it's not penguin. We'll get it by trial and error if nothing else. I'm gonna go bat because he said bat. No, it's not bat. It's also not bat. Okay. Well, at least with a game like this, the way it's set up, we can just try all of them. Let's use our brain power. Let's put all of our brain cells together. Gotta be an answer. What have we tried? We tried bat, penguin, and owl. Try snake. Let's just try everything. Okay, it's not snake. Uh, hawk perched on his arm. Wings is black as moonless night. This is a very puzzling riddle indeed. What else does it say? So you descend these stairs, so there's all these animals behind these doors. And trying to solve that riddle. I'm the gameskeeper. You send me down here with a riddle for you. You'd help you choose which door to go through. Well, maybe. Oh, we already tried penguin. I was gonna say, what is like the least dangerous animal? You know, like, if it just opens to whatever animal is. What did the hint say? Did the hint give anything useful? Look at the riddle carefully, and if it doesn't seem to make any sense, try looking at it another way. Least hinting hint. Another way we should look at this. Can I get the temple and cookie clicker yet? No. Just a low ways off from temple. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be describing different kinds of animals. So there must be... What if it's like... What if it's... What if these aren't the characteristics of the animal? Like, it doesn't have wings. It's nocturnal. Like, it's the opposite of these. It has a short tail and not sharp teeth. It doesn't have 8 legs. So that would be like a... snake has sharp teeth. A bear has sharp teeth. Spider has 8 legs, so it can't... under this line of thinking, it can't be spider. Fox has sharp teeth. I already tried bat. Bat has wings. Cats have long tails, sharp fangs. Light because they sunbathe. Cats have names. Yeah, I don't know how we make sense of legs of 8. Yeah, I mean, maybe cat. It's not the cat either. Do we just try a different story game, to be honest with you? Are we just too bad at riddles? What haven't we even tried? Spider. No, it's not a spider. I was gonna say snake. No, it's not. Okay, there's fox, and raven, and wolf, and bear left. Raven. No. Are any of these right? A bear? No, it's not a bear. A wolf. Of course, that's what I was gonna say next. Actually, I was about to say it's probably the wolf because what? What is this? You open the door with the wolf engraved on it, and the gamekeeper nods with approval. Did you put together the first letters of every sentence, or was it just a lucky guess? Oh, the first letter of every sentence. I mean, that was probably what I was about to do next, actually, to be honest with you. Because that's just like, you know, obviously. Either way, it's time for me to move on. Blah, blah, blah. They vanish. Doorway leads to a large dining hall with one great table. So a cool dining room. So it's five at the end are filled with ghosts. 2 men sit at the left of the table, 2 women on the right. Ooh, I can buy the temple and cookie clicker. Nice, now we're making 28,000 cookies per second. Okay, 2 men sit on the left side of the table, 2 women on the right. They are all servants of different standing within the tower, but the head of the table sits a young woman about your own age, just barely into adulthood. Both her fine velvet dress and the refined way she sits show her to be a woman of noble birth. Have you come to free me from my torment? The woman asks as a ghostly tear runs down her cheek. My father sent me here to become the Wizard Lord's bride. While I was a guest in his tower, the scoundrel had me poisoned by one of his own servants. I cannot be free until I know who my killer is. All I know is that it is one of the 4 sitting at the table, and that only one of them ever speaks the truth. This one is solvable. I don't know if I can solve it. We'll see. It's one of these only speaks the truth. The 4 servants all turn to you and begin to argue in their defense. The maid is the murderer, says the butler. The cook poisoned the princess, says the maid. I didn't kill the girl, I swear, says the gardener. And the maid is lying, says the cook. Okay. This is temple. Okay. Okay. So I have my 4 options. Butler, maid, gardener, cook. For who the Wizard Lord's bride. So the Wizard Lord's bride was killed by one of these 4 people, and only one of them speaks the truth. So, if the butler is telling the truth, then the maid is the murderer. Okay. And then okay. It's hard to concentrate on keeping up with the soft resets. Okay. The cook if the maid is telling the truth, then the cook poisoned the princess, and the cook says the maid is lying, but that would be okay because he is lying. He's lying. Wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. If only one of them is telling the truth, and the gardener says that he didn't kill her, and if he's the one who's telling the truth, then everyone else would be lying. I think it's the maid. I think it's the maid who did it. Because otherwise, if someone else is telling the truth other than the gardener, then when the gardener says, "I didn't kill the girl, I swear," he's lying. Which means he did kill the girl. Which I guess could be possible. Okay, I have to think this one through some more. Maid is the murderer, says the butler. Oh wait, but if it can't be that, because if butler isn't telling the truth, then the maid isn't the murderer. So if it were the maid, okay, if the gardener is telling the truth, then everyone else is lying. So when the cook says the maid is lying, it means the maid is telling the truth, actually, and then the butler says that it really means that the maid is not the murderer. And then if the cook, then she'd be lying. So the cook didn't poison. So that doesn't, wait, does that make any sense? I think it's the maid because the maid wants to be the bride. Oh, that's a different way of thinking about it. That could be. That could be. Maid is the murderer. If the cook's telling the truth, the maid is lying. That the cook. That's a good point about the bride. It's the gardener. So if the gardener... Okay, so who's telling the truth? If it's the gardener. Because the gardener has to be lying. And someone else has to be telling the truth. If it's the gardener. So the person telling the truth would be... there has to be like a logical contradiction with what they're saying over here. Maid is the murderer. Maid is the murderer. I'm just repeating things at this point. The gardener. This one's solvable. I don't have to guess. We don't have to guess on this one. We can think this one through. There's a classic logic puzzle. Except normally it has just the two guards, right? It just has the two, like, guys who one tells lies and one tells truth. Why would the gardener be inside the tower? I guess. Should be in the garden. I guess that makes some sense too. Different ways of thinking about this one. There are. I'm thinking about, like, there must be some sort of logical, like, with what they're saying. That is, you assume. If only one can be telling the truth, then take each one in turn. Okay, the butler can't be the one telling the truth. Because if the butler is telling the truth and the maid is the murderer, then that means everyone else is lying. And that means that when the cook says the maid is lying, that means she's really telling the truth. Right? Because he's telling a lie. So then she says the maid says the cook poisoned, the cook did it. And that means the cook killed her. But that can't be true if the butler is the one telling the truth, because he says the maid is the murderer. And so the cook and the maid cancel out, right? So it can't be the butler telling the truth, which means it's not the maid. Yeah, it's not the maid. Okay. So then if the maid is the one telling the truth, then the cook is the one who poisoned the princess and everything else is lying. So that would make sense for this one. And then this one we don't know. And then this would be a lie, right? So it could be the cook. Yeah. Wait a minute. Well, she said she was poisoned, so it could be the cook. I mean, that makes perfect sense. But it can't be... No, it can't be the maid telling the truth, because if the gardener says, I didn't... it can't be the maid telling the truth, because she says the cook killed her, the girl. But then the gardener would be lying and saying, I didn't kill the girl. That would be a lie. And it means that the gardener also killed the girl. So that can't be true. So the maid can't be telling the truth, right? So either the gardener or the cook is telling the truth. Okay. So if the gardener is telling the truth, then that means that this is a lie. It's the gardener. No, it is the gardener. Because I just saw like 4-dimensional chess. It is the gardener. It's the gardener. I don't know how to explain what just the connection that I just made in my mind, but it has to be the gardener. Logically. Because if the gardener is... Yeah. Let me just test this. Yeah. You look accusingly at each of the servants and consider what they say. Each said in turn, you can tell that only one can tell the truth. That the only one that can be telling the truth while all the others are lying is the cook. Since the gardener claims he didn't do it and we know he must be lying, that must make him the killer. Right. That the 4 servants all begin to disappear, you have solved the riddle. Now they can move on to the afterlife. Hooray! She can rest in peace. Good luck on your next riddle. It can only be solved by one with the sharpest of eyes. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my chair squeak, by the way. I have a very squeaky old chair. Once the ghost has faded from sight, long passageway that seems to wind in a circle around the tower. All across the walls hang the most incredible works of art, landscapes and seascapes and portraits of lords and ladies. One painting that draws your eye, though, is a strange pattern made up of purple roses. It would look very pretty on a pair of curtains, but seems out of place on the wall with other paintings. Okay. Is this a visual puzzle? Oh no. I see you are admiring my masterpiece. Uh, it's an artist. Can you see past? No. It's a magic eye. Wait a minute. I can put this on the other monitor. Hold on. Okay, change how it looks over there. I can there's something here, right? I see a little discrepancy here. This is one of those things where you have to like unfocus your eyes. I've never been able to get the magic eye stuff to work for me. Like buy another temple and cookie clicker. That'll help. Oh, this one's just gonna be a guess. Purple roses, a heart, a tree, a dragon, a chair. I need a hint. Three-dimensional. Yeah, okay. You may have problems with your eyesight. It will not work if you are blind in one eye. Well, this is just not an accessible riddle for me. I think it's purple roses. That's what it looks like to me. This one's gonna have to be a guess because I've never gotten any magic eye thing to work for me ever. I'm gonna have to hold on. This is gonna mess up OBS, but I have to see it larger over here. Wait a minute. It's a heart. Wait, I think it's a heart. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can't zoom in. You're partially blind in your right eye. Well, this riddle is clearly not for you. I see like a pattern in it that looks kind of heart-like. Now I'm totally losing my shiny plant. So I have to look at this. I think it's a heart. Without looking too closely at it, I think it's a heart. I do. That. A heart. No, it wasn't a heart. I died. One of the knights. Yeah, okay, whatever. I died. This one's a guess. I'm not. This isn't a riddle. This is something else. This is a parlor trick that some people can do and some people can't. I'm not entertaining this one. It's a ring. Yes. Yes. Exactly. You see the ring. Yeah, okay. Leaps into the blank camera, switch, whatever. Okay. I'm not really reading the story. I'm just trying to solve the riddles. Find another staircase. As you descend the stairs, you pass by a window. Shows you are almost halfway down the tower now. Oh, we're halfway down the tower. That's good. So we only have a few more riddles left. At the bottom of the stairs, you open a door to reveal another round room. The room has 6 doors. They're each guarded by a suit of armor holding a different flag. No ghosts appear to give you advice, so you head towards the center of the room and choose a door. It's then that the suits of armor come to life and bang the ends of their flags on the ground in unison. What? Okay, so this is flags, country flags. First guard is holding a blue flag with red and white crosses going from corner to corner and through the center of the flag. So that's the UK. Second guard holding a flag with vertical blue, red, and white, blue, white, and red stripes. He shouts in French. So that's the flag of France. Third guard holding a flag with red stripes at the top and bottom, a yellow stripe in the middle, and to the left, a picture of a shield with a crown on top. Red stripes at top and bottom, a yellow stripe in the middle. To the left, a picture with a shield. Isn't that Portugal? Or Spain? Probably Spain. Horizontal black, red, and yellow stripes, Germany. Blue flag with yellow cross, Sweden. Sixth guard holding a flag with vertical green, white, and red stripes. Yeah, Spain. What is the Portugal flag? I can't remember. Portugal flag has green. Vertical green, white, and red, that's Italy. Oh, so wait a minute. So it's not about flags at all. So what it is someone is saying you can pass, right? So like obviously we can't go through the UK one because he's saying none shall pass. Do I just put this through Google Translate, or am I expected to know all these languages? This sounds like don't pass, right? Someone has to be saying like you can pass, right? That has to be the riddle. But I don't. How are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know which one's which unless you can speak the language? Is it a Google Translate angle? Like, do I just? It's not Germany. Okay. Do you know German? I think it's not. I think it's not France. Sweden kind of sounds like maybe like can pass, right? Engine can pass. It's Italy. Did you look it up? Vieni dentro piccola persona. Italy, you say? Okay. Okay, it's Italy. Great. It was Italy after all. Thank you for that. It's not really a riddle. That's just like knowledge check of languages. I don't think the Magic Eye was a riddle either, so. Next room is rather cheerful, change of pace. Little girl's room, painted pink with little purple curtains draped over a little bed, and more toys than a princess could ask for. A toy animal you can think of. Center of the room is a table on which sits a little model village. One side of the village is a little river with an island in the middle. There are 3 men and a little boat on the island. Ugh, dude. Ugh. Okay. If you come to play with me, you hear a little voice ask, and you turn around to see a young girl about 5 years old, dressed up in a pretty green dress, crown flowers, okay. She's not a ghost. Everything about her seems completely real. I've been trying to finish this game for ages. Standing up on a stool, Dad gave it to me. He says the only a really smart person can figure it out. You don't look very smart, hey. But I'll let you play anyway. Either you can, before you can agree or object, you are shrinking down to the size of a little toy soldier. Uh-oh. Girl picks you up between her thumb and forefinger and drops you on a little model idol. There's 3 men on the island. The ugly one is a bad man who threw a lady in the river and drowned her. The angry one is the lady's brother. He's very cross with the bad man for killing her. The scared-looking man saw the ugly one drown the lady, and he's very scared because he thinks the bad man is going to kill him too, so that he won't tell anybody what happened. You are the ferrymen, and you have to get all 3 of the men to the village so that they can take the bad man to court, but you can only take 1 man at a time. You can't leave the lady's brother. Dude. This is just the wolf and sheep and chickens and the across the... Okay. I've done this puzzle before like 100 billion times, but not verbally. Not like in words. You do it visually. Okay. So, I can't leave the lady's brother with the bad man, or the angry guy might kill him. Can't leave the bad man with the scared man, and then, because if I do, the bad man might kill the scared man so they can't tell anyone what happened. So who do I take first? So I can't leave... I have to take the bad guy. I have to take the murderer. Or row to the village alone. Well, if I row to the village, then I can just tell them what happened myself. And there's 2 guys with the murderer. I'm rowing alone. Now what? Row back, okay. I have to take the murderer first, right? Because I can't leave the murderer alone with either of these guys. I take the murderer. On the village is the murderer. Look, I shouldn't leave the murderer, right? I can't leave him. What if he does something else? What if he runs away and escapes? What happens if I leave him? Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Let me take the brother. Who do I want to take across next? I'm going to take the murderer back. Now I want to take the witness back. Who do you want to row back to the island? I want to row back on my own. Grab the murderer. Okay. That was not a good riddle. That's not a good riddle. Riddle 7 we are. Okay. Good. That is a scary image here. Scary court jester we got. All 3 men safely on the other side of the river. The little girl couldn't figure it out, so whatever. Have fun playing riddles with Daddy. Uh-oh. She was a toy. Okay, we'll see ya. See ya, thanks for dropping in. Only a few riddles left, I think. What? Oh, I get this riddle. I already get this riddle. This is, These are just letters. I have to count out letters. Hold on. No. I'm looking up a cheat sheet. We're looking up a cheat sheet. Letter to number. Okay. What is he saying? He's saying, what? Yeah, what has a head, tail, a coin, a penny. Okay. I'm too good at riddles. That was too easy for me. Okay, off you go then, blah 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 blah. What? What? We're doing Bible verses now? How are you supposed to do this without how are you supposed to do this without looking this up? Unless you're really good at Bible verses by heart. How am I supposed to solve this without fill the jars with water? Okay, that's John 2:7. I think I filled the pot with water. Okay. Oh, I see. So you do these in order. This is... Why did... This is a Christian riddle. Mark 9:41 is anyone who gives a cup of water pour the water, drink the water. This is not a riddle. You just have to pull out a Bible and look these up. Publicly washing his hands. That's where Pontius Pilate washes his hands. So I'm going to wash my hands. Okay. Joshua 3:15. What? Their feet touch the water's edge. Do I wash my feet? Wash my feet. Okay, one left. What could this possibly be? This is where Jesus calms the storm. Tried to walk on the water, yell at the water. Ah! Dracula! So I yell at the water like Jesus did. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome to my humble abode. Okay, vampire time. Vlad is in coffin number 3. Oh, dude. All these coffins to choose from. S 12 coffins in the room. There are only 11 vampires. One of the coffins is not not a coffin, but is a doorway to the next room. Figure out which door is empty and go through it. Great. So Vlad puts himself in coffin number 3. Look for more clues. Okay. So I just have to inspect every coffin and gather clues. There's a note pinned to the coffin 1 door. Oh, no, it's a reading riddle. Do all of these have something like this? Okay. Coffin 2 is normal. Coffin 3. I don't want to do this riddle. This is too complicated. I'm going to choose a door. We go coffin 1. We go door 3. Oh. It's not Vlad. I thought Vlad would be a bro and help me out. I need a hint. No, this is too. I can't. This would revolve like too many note take. I can't do this while also trying to shiny hunt. Let me get Luke 8:24 off the screen there. Not that there's anything wrong with Luke 8:24. No, sir. All right. I have to. We're turning riddles off. Riddle not. This has to be the last one. They thought that having 12 coffins would be too many for me to want to process of elimination this. But it's not. I'm opening door 1. Try again. I just want to be done with this. Door 2. Try again. Okay. It's not door 3. We know it's door 4. No. It's gotta be door 5. Yes. Yes, after ages, I spent so long looking over clues. That's good. I haven't been killed by a hungry vampire or anything like that. To freedom. Uh-oh. The evil lord. Oh. I want to die of old age. Okay, he hits me with the aging spell, of course. How would you like to die? Okay. Shock me with lightning. I'm challenging him to a duel. Okay. Well. Is this just unwinnable? Or is there actually something to this? I want to be bitten by a poisonous snake because if something is poisonous, it means I die if I eat it. But if something is venomous, it means I die if it bites me. So I want to be bitten by a poisonous snake. What? No! Wait a minute. You want to... Wizard can summon snakes. Just snakes. No. No, I was right. I was right about that one. I'm sorry, but I was right on that one. Poisonous versus venomous. Look at this. Yes. You see? If it's venomous, the organism injects the toxin into you via a bite. If it's poisonous, the toxins must be ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin. If you bite it and you die, it's poison. If it bites you and you die, it's venom. I was right, man. I was so right. What is going on? I was so right on that one, dude. I was so right on that one. I can't believe that that's not it. Make a bottomless hole for me to fall down. Okay, whatever. Chop my head off. Okay. Hello? Is there any way to win this? Shoot me with an arrow. I think I've tried all these. I've tried all these. Well, is it just an unwinnable burn with fire? Nothing. Shock with lightning? Nothing. Chop head off? Nothing. Shoot with an arrow? Nothing. Hang with noose? Nothing. Bottomless hole? Nothing. Poisonous snake? Die of old age? Nothing. Duel. What? Is it just not winnable? It's not winnable. What kind of game is this? What kind of game is this, man? I need a hint. Is there something I'm missing? None of these work. What? Gotta be something creative. What? I don't understand. This is just not... This isn't winnable. Oh, sorry. I was taking up a lot of OBS. I didn't even notice that. Oh, and this is all wrong. Everything's all wrong. I was so engrossed in all this riddling, I didn't even notice my stream's all messed up. You know what it is? Why is it hard to find a polar bear in a snowstorm? Because it's white on white. So there must be something. Oh, I see. Chop my head off. Okay. No. This is kind of fun. It's like... Okay, chop off my head. Feed me and I live, give me a drink and I die. What am I? Okay. Try again. And then... What do you mean? What? Maybe you can answer the riddle when you choose how to die? Feed me and I live. Give me drink and I die. Oh, the fire. more you take from me, the bigger I get. What am I? I'm engrossed in the riddles. Okay. The more you take away, the bigger I get. A bottomless hole. A hole, yeah. A hole. I split like bacon and made with an egg? What? I have plenty of backbone. Okay, there's a snake. That's a snake. Ugh. An arrow. An arrow. Okay. Okay, this is kind of clever. This is kind of clever, but I get it. I get it now. Now it's kind of going on too long. A noose. It goes up and never comes down. What? What goes up and never comes down? Age? Challenging the wizard to a game of riddles. Okay, yeah, I'm done. My reward. I beat. Oh, it's a profile badge. Oh man, that takes me back. I beat the Tower of Riddles, and all I got was this lousy profile badge. Well, you know I'm saving that image. You know I'm saving that image, so I can put that on my profile. Thank you, Tower of Riddles. How do I exit this window? How do I close Tower of Riddles? Click here to continue. Okay. No thanks. You may close this window. How do I close this window? Allow pop-ups. Okay. Close this window. You may close this window. I'm trying. I'm trying to close it. Close window. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Well, we beat Tower of Riddles. It was... Wait a minute. Where'd my tally go? What a game. What a game, I tell you. properties, window capture, tally count. There we go. Okay. Messed everything up. There we go. I don't know if Tower Riddles was the best idea, to be honest with you, to keep it real with you. But we finished it. We finished it. We did. We did it. Alright. Hold on, I gotta check something. Oh man, we have about 100 more resets now. I might as well expand the clicker window. Why is it shrunk? There. There we go. Expand cookie clicker. Here. That. Over here or something up. There. Okay. We're just gonna chill for the rest of stream now. Actually, maybe Cam should go up here. Yeah. That way you can see all this over there. It's more important. Yeah, we're chilling for the rest of the stream. Riddles was not wise, I don't think. Oh, a lot of cookies. I should use them. Dimples, Banks. Didn't even think about that. I should totally use my cookies. Where'd my tally go? Should probably have it over here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're making a lot of cookies per second. This is the experimentation stream, you know? I'm just trying things and seeing what works, truthfully. I'm 1-1. Oh no, maybe I bring back the push-ups. Push-ups were a good idea. The push-ups were a good idea. And other things like that where I can count number go up. I think that was better. Riddles were a bit required too much brain power, to be honest with you. You do be making a lot of cookies. What if I found Guzzlord before the end of stream? That would be awesome. Don't you think? It's possible. It could be this reset. Let's look, shall we? Okay, well. Probably other things that we could count. Push-ups is good. Things that like I can, increment. Push-ups is really good, yeah. So I kind of want to do that while I'm shiny hunting because that's beneficial to me. It's good for my body to do push-ups. I would like to get to what's going on with the hair? I would like to get to 1,000 resets this stream because then I can put it in the title, like over 1,000 resets. And I'll get big clicks, right? Truthfully though, I'm probably not like if I'm a viewer, I'm probably not clicking on a stream, like a shiny hunt stream, until it says like more than 4,000 resets, right? Because then I know, okay, they might be getting close. As if it worked that way, but... What can I buy? I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff. Factories, mines, bank. I'm just gonna use all my money. Cookie clicker. Farms. Grandmas. Buy a bunch of grandmas. Cursors. Okay. Oh, but now my cursors are uneven. I have to fill them up. Should I just sell all my cursors and grandmas? I'd turn the rest of this stream into a push-up stream, where I do a push-up every reset. It'll like leave me like 70 push-ups to do. Oh man, it's getting a little. It's getting toward bedtime, I'd say. Getting toward bedtime. I got a good feeling about this reset. I do. I wasn't gonna say anything. Alright, well. Shouldn't have said anything. Can I fill up my cursors again? Get really expensive, man. Now the cursors are millions of dollars. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Oh man. Gotta be other things I can count. I really feel like that's the future of the stream. It's like counting things. Counting how many push-ups, counting how many resets. There's gotta be other stuff to count, man. Stuff I can count. That I can, like, stuff I can be doing, right? Then I'm, like, doing a bunch of stuff. It feels like it'd be fun to watch. Can't believe I've almost done 1,000 soft resets. That's a lot. I mean, it's not a lot in the context of shiny hunting, but for me, that's a lot. Pressing the same buttons 1,000 times. What else could I do to make this stream entertaining for me to pass these last 60 resets? Shrink this, shrink this. Where's my counter? It's too big. I've made it too large. Hold on. Start over. That there so that I put filters on this. What? How do I change the like? How do I change the brightness? Is this? I don't even know what that is. It's like LUT. I'm just slowing down the end of the stream. My key. What the? What is that? Huh? It's 9:50. Copy. Paste. Yes. That's good. It's proper nice. Proper nice that. Trying to find like a funny filter that I could use. But I can't find anything. Filters. Invert polarity? What? Color correction? Brightness. Oh. Then put effect on my voice. Hold on. How do I filters? What happens if I boost? Is this going to make it super loud? I don't know. Hold on. What does that sound like? What does that sound like? No. It's not funny. Is there any way I can put in a for polarity? That is. Is there any way I can put like a really deep, scary voice on it? Limiter, noise gate, noise suppression, upward compressor. I don't think so. No, I can't do that. But I guess funny video is. All right. Close that. I just hope I just hope that someone sees the thumbnail for this stream and it's like, what is going on there? And maybe clicks on it, leaves a like and subscribe. I should stop slowing down the stream. I just want to play with effects in OBS. Hold on. What is all this like noise behind me? It's so noisy. It's kind of funny. $40 more resets. Welcome to hell. So what is that? Ooh. I was just playing around with the filters in OPS. I made it through the riddles. I made it through the riddles. Um, the yeah, the riddles were not so good, but I did finish them. Finished them. I had to I had to do Bible verses. One was a Bible verse riddle. But the other one was I had to fight with the riddle wizard, and I had to like read invisible text and solve more riddles. And I was like, well, I still have like 100 resets to go. I was like, what can I do to entertain myself? So I'm playing with filters in OBS. Thought I might scare someone who, if this like stream thumbnail popped up on their YouTube recommended or something, I thought maybe thought maybe a scary thumbnail would bring viewers in. That's my line of thinking here. Perhaps it's time to reset. Um, there we go. Now I'm just stretched out. Like 21 Pilots said, now I'm stretched out. What happened to the music? I must have closed it at some point. That's fine. Only like 30 more resets before I end stream. I think the riddles were too took too much of the mind. Like I had to focus on them too much. Distracted me. I think the future of it is something more like the push-ups. Oh, this is funny when I do this. That's good. I think having like a lot of things that I'm counting sounds like the most fun. 10:33. Well, that'd be next stream then. That would be next stream. That would be a crazy predict. And that would be really lucky too. I would totally take 1033. I know I could go to 5 million resets without any luck, but we'll see. We'll see. At this point, I'm definitely suffering from the whatchamacallit, the gambler's fallacy or whatever. I'm like, I've invested too much. I can't stop now. 980. Ooh. I feel like, yeah, 250 resets is about my limit for one sitting. It's a, you know, a reasonable number to get to. Feel like I made some progress that way. Yeah, I think it's reasonable. I know some people be doing like 8 hour streams of shiny hunts and all that, but I don't really have the time for that, but I also don't really have the stamina. Oh man. I guess over where you are it's earlier, but for me it's 9:15. And I go to bed early like an old person. I can feel it coming. – 7:15. Yeah, yeah. Time zones, man. Guess that'd be mountain time. Ooh, we're so close to 1,000. We're so close to 1,000. Then once I get 1,000, I can start putting it in the stream title. That makes it sound like I'm getting somewhere. I don't know. It's kind of fun to think of things, try and think of things at least that will make the shiny hunt stream a little bit more entertaining. I don't know. I don't know how people tend to watch shiny hunt streams. Like if there's other stuff going on or what. But I'm trying to find ways to at least make it entertaining for me, to help pass the time. So trying to think of ways to make it entertaining for stream as well is has been kind of fun. So we'll see what else there is. I'll try to think of some stuff over between now and next stream, whatever that is. Probably be a few days before I stream again. So I got stuff going on tomorrow and all that. We'll see. I appreciate you dropping in. It's nice to have someone to chat with. Enjoy your vibes. I appreciate that. You give off good vibes too. $9.99. Oh no, you don't always have to be here by any stretch. I just appreciate you dropping in when you can. Because I I mean I'm just streaming for fun, you know, like I'm not expecting to necessarily have anyone watching. But if someone want to watch, that's more than okay with me. I just appreciate it. Here it is, reset 1000. It's not lucky thousand, but let's say we do one more, 1001, just for the sake of it. Just to end the stream on. $1,001 seems like a good number. All right. All right. It ain't that. Okay. Well, that's going to be it from me for this evening. But again, I appreciate you dropping in. I'll try to think up something something interesting for next stream instead of riddles. I think riddles were not the vibe, but maybe something else. I can find something else. I'll be thinking about it for next stream. All right. Close my tally over here. You have a wonderful night too. We'll see you around, and have a great rest of your weekend. Fix up a little bit in OBS here. I've really messed up I'm just gonna have to reset the camera. Oh no, wait, there it goes. Okay. All right. What just happened? Okay, I've messed up OBS. I'll just have to fix it next time. We'll see you.